What's up guys, welcome back. Invincible, blue and black suit, Mark Grayson. So this is just before episode 8 drops of season 3, is it? The fight with Conquest. So let's draw this landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if I go too fast. It's kind of like a down shot. He's like looking up, but his face is like square on with us. His body kind of gets narrower as it goes down. So say center point of my page is here. His chin will probably be there. So we'll just come up and his head will be like in this. So we start with this little V for the center of the mask. It's kind of like a curvy sort of spike there in the middle. The goggles sort of come around from this, right? So they're very round. So they go, there's no easy way. So it kind of goes, it's like an egg or something. So it just like comes around here. Nice. Okay, so that's like difficult to draw. It's kind of like a squished sort of circle, an ellipse. You can get stencils for these kind of shapes if you're worried about doing them. So let's try the other one. I'm trying to keep it the same both sides now, because it is a fairly symmetrical mask. Okay, not bad. Now, you could do, if you want it to be like the fight with Conquest, you could do like cracks and things. You know, a little chunk taken out of it there. If you wanted, you could do it clean if you wanted to do it clean. But he's frowning pretty heavy. And then there's some like wrinkles just on his nose here. And then the bridge of his nose will just go down this way. Down to there. And then we'll give him a nostril there. And another nostril here. His mouth fairly flat, so it just goes down. And then his bottom lip. Maybe like a little sort of chin line or something there as well. I think he has some like bags under his eyes. And his chin. Like so. So proportions of things, right? If you imagine like his eyebrow be here, I'd say like there to, say the eyebrow, just if his eyebrow was here to the nostril is about the same as nostril to chin. So this space and this space are pretty much the same. So that's like halfway. And then nostril to the bottom lip area, like the line or the center of the bottom lip, it doesn't matter really. You have a bit of wiggle room with it. So there to there is about the same as there to there. So it's probably the line in this case, but sometimes it's the middle of the bottom lip, but we'll go there. So that's halfway between here and here, you know, just if you're wondering about proportions. So his jaw, it's kind of in line with his nose, I think. So we'll go, because it's kind of like a down shot, so perspective changes. Okay, so we'll go kind of higher up with the jaw. Usually it's the mouth, but in this case, it's his nose. So it starts to curve at the nose level, underneath sort of the corner of these goggles. And the mask sort of changes the sort of width of his face as well. So we'll just go up this way. goes high up again. So he is wearing a mask, so it comes down onto his face here. And then his hair dips down quite far here, right? So he's got a bit of sort of a hair spike or a fringe. Like that. And then the top of his hair for his mask just here. Coming around, and then here. Got another little hair spike sticking out, and then his spiky hair coming around here. Dark, very combed, clean sort of hairstyle. In Ireland we call this an iced gem. It's a sweet, like a candy over here. It's called iced gem. Look it up, you'll know what I mean. Okay, and if you want, you can add textures to his hair. They don't do a lot, you know, in the show. They don't like add this, but I will, just because I can. Okay, do I want to beat him up a bit, add blood? Maybe. It is a bloody show. So what I'm going to do is like add some of these like texture sort of lines on his face, dirt and scratches, and maybe I'll even color a bit of blood on it because it will look cooler. Given that he's about to, well, I won't spoil anything, but he's about to fight Conquest. So we'll just beat him up a bit. Now anatomy. So body side on, right? So he's kind of this. He's leading with this shoulder. It's like coming towards us. So the head is facing front. The body is 3/4 pose. What that means is like a quarter of the body is kind of missing lengthwise. So say like the center line of his chest won't be like right here, because if you imagine the body turns away, the chest muscle goes sideways. So you want to curve it sort of like under that eye, I'd say. Okay. And this is where his collarbones are and the top of his chest muscles, right? So they go out this way. And this one will go up a bit because it turns away. So say like up there. And you'll notice as well that like this one is longer than this one by about a quarter, which is like in the name 3/4 pose, right? So that's kind of the turn on his body. Now in this point, neck muscles, your neck muscles always go into that point. Pretty much always, right? So the one from his jaw here will go into there. They go into your masseters on your jaw, those neck muscles. Okay. So knowing a little bit of it, like anatomy does help when you're drawing this kind of stuff. You could look up human anatomy. That's my daughter. Sorry about that. Not happy about something out there. If I don't edit this part out, I'm sorry. Okay, so your trapezius muscle is the back muscle that joins your neck, right? And these are like high up. It connects your shoulder to your neck, and like kind of like a little dip in there. Hatching is the best way to draw that little dip. On this side, it's just like his shoulder, and it's kind of like behind his ear. Well, yeah, his ears. Ears are up here. I'm such a professional. Ears here. Forgot about his ears. So it's his shoulder is like here, just coming out from his earlobe, I guess, right? So this is like a big shoulder muscle. The other shoulder muscle's here. Then you'll notice this space going diagonally. And this side, from shoulder to the chest, is nearly twice the size of this, from say from here to here. So it nearly goes twice. So if you were to measure from like there to there, it would go once, twice nearly, because you have a quarter missing. We're doing maths and anatomy in this drawing. So, right, so the shoulder muscles here. So the chest will just go into the armpit under the shoulder. And the other one kind of goes diagonally. That way. And then his rib cage kind of bumps here, or his diaphragm and his rib cage. And then this just goes down that way. His hip bone. Like that. Okay. You could, if you wanted, like, they don't do much in the show, but you could add like some sort of deltoid muscles, because you have three. You have a rear, a medium, and a front deltoid. So you could add a little bit of that if you wanted. Like, why not? Sure, we'll make it a bit more anatomically correct. And then we'll go tricep. Two muscles on your tricep as well. That one joins the elbow and one joins the shoulder. And your bicep goes down there, divided from your tri. And then forearm will just go off the page. On this side, there is a fist down here, but we'll just get his. Maybe it's more bicep, but it would make sense if we could see some. Yeah, no, that looks okay actually. And then the forearm kind of just comes down here. So he's got a clenched fist down here. I'll finish his abs and details in here first. So they just go like sort of very simple diaphragm style ribs and things here. Oblique muscles. Maybe like a belly button sort of suggestion, but they don't draw much abdominals. It's kind of just like that, because I guess he's not like overly muscular. And then we got to separate the black portions of his costume from the navy ones. So he's got like a symbol. Well, I don't know if it's a symbol, but it's black down here, blue in here, right? So we'll just go around the chest. And then we'll go down this way. So black there. And then this comes down his costume this way. Makes a V pointing down there. Okay. Again, you can like scratch it all up, you know, add some blood splatters and everything. He's got like a fist covered in blood. So we'll add the hand down here now. So his hand comes out right bit like bumpy, sort of here, and then it comes down to a knuckle. It's all like clenched underneath his thumb. So his thumb wraps around there, I think. Difficult to see now because it's all gloved and blurry, but we'll get it in anyway. One finger, how many can we see? I guess this should go that way. Some detail there. Okay, kind of like that. And then there's all blood splattered and everything all over this hand, so you can like texture it up and everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the thumb. Yeah, that line's a bit thick, dark there, but I can fix that. And might do some blood on this part of his hand, because it's kind of like that in the picture. Oh yeah, there's a black line on his hand there. Okay, that'll do. Invincible, blue and black suit. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.